welcome to my channel, and I am Stephanie, and this is the October wrap-up. This is the October wrap-up, as I said, and hopefully I get this one posted shortly after I post my November TBR, in which I lie and say that I didn't have any October bookish items. Well, I did. So I'm just going to put them in this video so you guys can see the few things that I did get. I am filming this sort of on time for a wrap up, which is great. It's not in the middle of the month. Hopefully I don't get it. It doesn't take me that long to edit it and get it released and everything like that. But October was an awesome reading month for me. I read 17, count it, 17 books. I was a rock star when it came to reading. So that means I have a lot to go through. And for the month of November, I am going to be doing things a little different. I am going to take my inspiration from some other booktubers and do it vlog style for you guys. So in the month of November, or at the end of November, you guys will see a whole bunch of clips of the things that I read, and that is going to be the wrap up. So what I will do during the month is, as soon as I finish reading a book, I will automatically grab my phone, or maybe if I'm at my house, I'll grab my camcorder and, you know, videotape a review that way, and then put them all together and show you guys at the end of the month. Hopefully that will cut down on my editing process and how long it takes me to get these videos done, because compiling the thoughts of the books that I read for a month is very taxing. And if you don't do videos, or if you're not a video creator or anything like that, then you probably don't understand or realize how much time it takes to create one of these videos. And then on top of that, having a family life and a job, a real job, because sometimes this feels like a job, but it's not really a job. It's my hobby. But I'm all off topic. Let's shorten this video up, right? Get to these 17 books, and let's get started. The first book that I read in the month of October is Dirty Daddies by Jade West. I gave this book 3 stars. This book follows a MFM relationship, as the title sort of hints to. The men in this book are older, and the female in the book is younger. Not so young that she's not legal, because she is in the United States, at least, over the age of 18. So it wasn't everything that I had hoped it would be. I read some other books from Jade West, and Jade West usually produces a really hot, sexy, wanna steam your glasses up sort of book, but this one just kind of left me you know? The second book, third book, fourth book, fifth book, and sixth book all come from the same author, who is Alexa Riley. This happens to be a bundle of their Fairytale shifters, and that includes Riding Red, Beauty Sleeps, The Lost Slipper, Finding Snow, and The Three Bad Wolves, which is in their bundle of all of those books, all put together as the bonus story. I absolutely love them. They were amazing. They're shifter, they're sexy, they're quick, they are all sorts of alpha male breeding, and just such goodness for the month of October. I was like, yes, I devoured them. Just devoured them all. Loved them that much. So that brings us to book number 7, which was Drive by Kate Stewart. I gave this book 5 humongous, amazing stars. It was an arc, and I devoured that book in right about 48 hours. I will leave the review down in the description box so you guys can take a look at that, but I absolutely loved it. From that book, I gathered making a playlist for my own life. Music and just, yes, all sorts of amazingness. This book follows a music journalist and her journey. It starts in the present, and then you get to flashback and take the journey of her life through music, through the relationships she's had, and it's just all sorts of goodness. Oh my gosh. The 7th book is, I did a reread for Beneath This Man, which is book number 2 in the This Man series by Jodi Ellen Malpas. And once again, I still really enjoyed this book. I still give it 4 stars. It wasn't an arc. It was a reread. And I am doing a compilation, a video of that reread of the series. Hopefully I have that out by the end of this year after reading all 3 books again this year. The 9th book I read was Wild Thing by Liberty Lane. This was an arc. Although it was late for the review, it was an arc. And I give this book 4 stars, which means it has a video, so go check that out. But I thought it was a really cute sort of long time love, unknown sort of story, but this introduced you to the second of the Coltrane twins, in which you met in Jailhouse Rock back in the beginning of this year, and this is the 2nd book. They hinted off to another character getting a spin-off, which I have my fingers crossed that will happen, but we'll never know. But it's cute, it's fun, it was great. Check out the video if you want to hear a little bit more about that. The 10th book that I read was Filthy, a damaged romance, part 2 of the Duet, and that's by Michelle Horst. This was an arc as well, but I only gave it 3 stars, so there isn't a video for it. It's dark and it's twisted, but it follows the 2 sort of secondary characters from the first part of the book, or first part of the Duet, Dirty. And I did do a video for that one, so I will link that in the cards or in the description box down below if you want to take a look at that. But it does give a little bit of backstory for the 2 main characters now, but it felt like it was just a rehashing of the story too much, that they didn't give me enough of their own. So that's why I only gave it 3 stars. The next book I read was another quick, fun, sexy read called Kingpin, which is Breeding number 4 by Alexa Riley. This was an arc. Although it was late, it was an arc. I didn't do a video review for this because it is novella, and it's quick, it was fun, it was sexy, it's just all sorts of alpha male and breeding. Hello. So of course I loved it, but it was a yummy little guilty pleasure for this month. The 12th book that I finished was The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and I'm not even going to get into my feelings on this. I gave it 2 stars. I will definitely link that video reaction in the cards up there, whichever side it's going to come up on, but I'll link it. I'm not going to get into it. 13th book that I read was Master of My Body, Finding Sabrina by Marissa Honeycutt. This was an arc, and I give it 5 humongous stars. I've already videotaped the video review. I'm not sure if it'll be out but by the time I get this out, but regardless, I loved it. We are going back down into the tunnel of darkness, and yes, all sorts of yes. If you saw my review for The Life of Anna or heard me talk about The Life of Anna, you know that I absolutely love The Life of Anna and that dark, crazy, twisted, culty, just disturbing world that is The Life of Anna and Marissa Honeycutt, that she has just blossomed into amazingness, and this is taking it back there. Although it is a completely different story. This is Sabrina and Chase's story. They're on a completely different journey, but it still has some of the same aspects of the Brotherhood. And I won't go any further into what the Brotherhood is because you just need to experience it, but it's amazing! Amazing! Absolutely amazing. The 14th book that I read was Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I listened to it on audiobook, and I give this book 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed the audiobook much more than I enjoyed the movie. The movie, my husband sort of spoiled it for me and gave me a whole bunch of, hey, well, what if that happened? Or why was this happening? And that just seemed kind of quick. I did a full review of the book and the movie that should be posting here either soon after this video or before this video. I'm not exactly sure how my editing schedule is going to go, but at some point you will get that video, so please be on the lookout for that if you want to hear my full reaction to the book and the movie. The 15th book that I read was Dollface, a Dollface novel. Book number 1 in the Dollface series by Sadie Gruber, written under a pen name that I can't pronounce, so I'm not even going to try, but holy shit. I go more into depth in its own video because I did get this book as an ARC. It has already been released. It released in the middle of the summer, but I just couldn't not read this book because of the cover in October, because of the creepiness. And yeah, watch the video if you need to see that, how affected I am. But it's amazing, absolutely amazing, and I really need the follow-on books that go to this series. The 16th book that I read was Ripples, the unabridged version of the Consequences standalone story by Alethea Roman, and I give this book 4 stars. It was an ARC, so there will be a video being released here shortly about my extended feelings about this book. I was on the fence about this book, and if you want to know why I'm on the fence about the book, please take a look at my video on that one. And then the 17th and final book that I read for the month of October was Third Base by Stella, who is the amazing, torturous duo of Letty Harper and Steffi Walls. And I read this as an ARC. It's either releasing shortly before this video is released or shortly after this video is released. Like I said, not sure when I will be editing and getting this up, but it should be here shortly. I loved this book. This book is about a lifelong friendship, and it's so much more than just a baseball story, because your main male character is a baseball player and your female character is the best friend, and it's just amazing. Amazing. I private messaged Letty and was not very happy with her because she has this history over this last year of 2017 of torturing me with books where she shows me that they're going to be funny, but then she like rips my heart out. And I was trying to like, hey Steffi, you need to not be influenced by Letty. But come to find out, both of them are twisted and crazy and evil like that in like the best freaking way. Oh my god, I love this book so much. I'm not sure if I told you I gave it 5 stars, but by the end of it, I had 2 events that I'm not going to tell you about, but 2 events that have now made my top 10 list for those events, because as I finished the book while I was at work, I'm like sitting there in tears. I'm like, it's so good. It's so good. Yes, that was me. That was so me. So me. So those are the books that I read in the month of October. 17 of those bad boys. Yes, some of them were short, quick, sexy, fun reads. But you know what? 17 books is an amazing number, especially since I've been averaging about 10 books. That's 7 more than that. I am back on track for making my goal of the year of 125. Super excited about that. Let's get to my October bookish stuff that I forgot. To start off, I decided to steal my husband's Loot Crate t-shirt, and it's this awesome Ghostbusters t-shirt. Yes, it's in my size, so I shall have it. You might see it in a couple videos here come soon. Then I also stole, I don't know if it was the month of October or if it was the month of September, but he gets a quarterly Smuggler's bounty box, and in that I received or stole 2 more pops from my collection. And if I ever get around to reorganizing this awesome room of mine, I will probably have these on display. But I am now the proud owner of Smuggler's Bounty exclusive Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi and Alia Secura. Yes, super excited. They're super cute. I don't know if you can see them, but they're just adorable. I love them. There you go. See, check that out. Those are the 2 things that are 3 things that I got in the month of October as well that are bookish. Did you like any of those books? Did you want to hear anything more about the books that I may not have done videos for? Let me know down in the comments box. Are there any books that you read because of my review that have already been released? Let me know down in the comments box. Let's talk. And let me know how you feel about my November style that I'm going to try out, if you're looking forward to it or not. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. I started a Goodreads group and a blog. All the information's down in the description box. Please go check that out. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.